Welcome back to Longnecker DataCom for another one. DJ Kelly. On this video, we're going to unbox a brand new Uniview NVR, hook up two cameras, one camera directly to it as soon as we fire it up, and the other one through a PoE switch in a remote location. But I'll show you all right now. Let's do it. Alright, so I've already unboxed the Uniview. It's a 4-channel, 4 PoE. Comes with a power supply, data and power cables for the HDD hard drive, screws for the hard drive, and a rack mount kit if you want to put it in a data rack. Like I said, it's the little one. It's the 4-channel. So you got 4 IP plugs for 4 cameras, audio, VGA, HDMI, network, and USB, 2 of them. We're going to hook up one of these brand new tri-guards. I have not hooked one of these up yet. The audible alarms, red and blue lights, warm lights, LED lights. They come with that waterproof RJ45 end to screw on, drill template, quick guide, mountain screws, and one of the Uniview WISE-ISP color hunters. Now I've hooked lots of these up and the picture is just absolutely phenomenal. The true color at night is true color at night. Comes with a quick start guide, Allen key for it, same waterproof RJ45, a couple screws, and a drill template. Now we just need to plug it together and get her done. Now remember, if you buy any of this Uniview stuff through us, we don't have to install it. You get a 5-year warranty. Here's the Western Digital 1 terabyte hard drive that you don't have to install it. But if you want recording, you need to install one. So those are the screws. I like to start 1 or 2 set screws. Each box is a little bit different. And those are the power cables. 1 power cable, 1 data cable to transfer the power and the data. 4 screws, 2 on each side. Remove them real quick. Give you access to the board. And that's right, I didn't stumble. 5-year warranty. We don't even have to install it. You can buy it through us off our website, and we will still give you a 5-year warranty. And of course, the screws are a pain. It's probably number 3 in my drill. So we got the screws out. Now we're gonna slide back and pop that off. Kind of pinches around the outside. And of course, everything is difficult when I'm trying to reach around a camera. That's what she said. So here's the inside. Those are the screws that came with the hard drive. There's also screws that, like I showed you, came in the package with this NVR. Now we're going to install this. So those screws will go into those holes I pointed at. Now we're going to pop the cables in. They can only fit in one spot. One's bigger, one's smaller. That's the power cable. First one was the data. Now we'll line those up with that big hole in there. Slide it through the back side. Gives you 2 that you could have started. I only used 1, but 4 total. 2 on the bottom you could have started. And Cinch them up real nice. Power cable, white to white. Not rocket science. The only places the cords can fit. Make sure you have a nice connection so the HDD reads properly. Snap her in. Click. And you're ready to put the lid back on. How many of you guys installed a Uniview system before? Comment below, or comment what you like to install. I install a lot of titaniums for about almost the last 10 years. And now titanium and Uniview. Give my clients two options. Titanium option and a Uniview option. Never gave anyone a Hikvision option. Stuff's not NDAA compliant, and I was lucky to have a bank as a clientele early on. And yeah, Hikvision didn't fly. Stuff just isn't compliant, and technology needs to be compliant. Get these screws run back in and get her buttoned back up. All right, here's my little makeshift testing area on my desk. The green RJ45 cat cable. It's actually ran over to my one employee's desk and her phone. So I'm using that jack with an out of that phone for the NVR's internet connection. That HDMI cable runs over to my monitor, which you'll see in a second. USB mouse. There's two USBs there. I'm gonna use one of them for the mouse. That came with it. There's my WISE-ISP camera. Plug a patch cord in there. And we're gonna plug her right into the NVR port 1. Slide her right in there. Click. The only thing left is the power. And a word from our sponsor. That was a sweet video. Kudos to the marketing team. All right, so I just powered it on like you saw, and the wizard starts. English. Default password 1 2 3 4 5 6. And it's going to make you change the password. So I want you to set a strong password. And it'll probably take you forever to think of one. So I'll let you cheat and see the one I use. But then I change it, so don't be hacking. Hikvision. The slow process of clicking a mouse. What I should have done was plug a keyboard into it. But hindsight's 20/20. There's the password. You can set up email right there if you want to, but I'll set that up in a later video. By checking this box, it will change all of the cameras that are plugged into it to the password that you made. So somebody can't use a default password to go climb on your building and plug in a camera. So right now the camera is rebooting. You saw that on the screen. Obviously I popped up. It's rebooting with the new password. You can set a window lock if you want to, which I love to do because you normally have a mouse. You can't type. Agree to their policy. And then here would be, once you're in the app, Uniview link. But that'll be a later video. I'll explain that in detail. Set our time zone. East Coast, represent. 814, what? I like month, but you can set it however you want. I like 24-hour, there's no guessing, especially when everything looks color at night. DHCP was enabled. The IP address came from my router, and then the PoE NIC at the bottom there was what it gives the cameras. So those would be the cameras plugged right into it. Wants me to change my screen settings, 1024 or 1920 or whatever it thinks should be best. Bang. Looking good. Fire. What up, bruh? So the one that was plugged right into the NVR came right up. Piece of cake. We're gonna go into the camera menu. You can see that it locked it down as private. You can see the model number, the IP address it gave it. Like I said, all of the ones directly plugged in are 172s because the NVR acts like a router and it actually gives it their IP address. Click through the camera settings, audio and video, set up the mainstream and substream settings. I just leave them as is because it knows better than most. Uniview does not set up audio. You have to go in and click audio. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to record audio without the party's consent. So it's best to leave that off unless you have your property set with signs saying you're being recorded. Jump over to the configuration and the OSD settings. You can change the name of the camera. I'm going to call this one the WISE-ISP. For a later video, I'm going to set these outside and run some tests and do the alarms on the other camera that we're going to hook up in a second and show you how awesome the true color at night is. Date format of the camera itself. So this is for the actual camera, not the NVR. So you're toggling different name settings on the screen, what's showing on the screen, font size on the screen, which you're seeing a video of my screen, so it's hard to see what's on that little screen. Oh, the colors look great. But you can change, that's actually red. You can change the font colors so they show up better on the screen. Think like 20 characters in the OSD. You can actually, on this camera, add 2 more lines of information on the screen if you wanted to type in more information. And every time it comes in here, it has the drop down where you can then toggle between your cameras, but we only have one camera. Here's image settings with that smart white light. You change the control mode, the brightness of it, image enhancement, exposures, absolutely everything. You can fine tune it to anything that you want. I normally leave it as is because it's set up to go right out of the box, but you can fine tune. Now, the white light in here, I do like to be able to turn off because sometimes if it's a house setting and the one camera is outside a bedroom window, you don't want the light shining through. Just clicking around, show you guys a little bit of the inside. Now again, here's the NIC, and that's the IP address that you are going to need to be able to access this remotely, which I'm going to show you more in-depth, better view as we go forward on next videos where I can share my screen. This is just installing one right out of the box. So here is that new Tri-Guard alarm camera, brand new. I am going to plug that one into my PoE switch. So I'm not plugging this one directly into the NVR itself. I'm going to have the NVR act as a server, which it is, and go out to the network and locate this. So this would be in bigger settings where your NVR is probably in a server room in a data cabinet or closet locked away. And 1,000 feet down on the trucking side of the building, you have a IDF an intermediate distribution frame where you ran fiber optics there and have different PoE switches to run the copper. Well, if you plugged one in down there and then refreshed, bang, she shows up with the 192 given to it by my router. So I will click my channel, click the edit, come in here to configure, click the camera I want to put on that channel, and click OK. It will then boot up, and there she is. Now she's just literally sitting right there on my desk. Whee! And there I am, working around a phone to bring this video to you. The Uniview system is pretty awesome. I highly recommend it. Taking video of video doesn't do the picture justice, but I will bring videos to show you all of the awesome pictures. So now I'm going to configure this one like I did the other one. I turned the audio on. Got to switch channels to channel 2. Apply. Every time you do something, you need to apply. You go down to the bottom and click apply, or it will not save your settings. Come in, flip to camera 2. I call this one the alarm camera. Just call it alarm. Month, then the day. Change this to red. So funny how it shows up as yellow. Apply. See how that has count people? The other one did not. This is an AI camera, artificial intelligence. It can people count. You'll see, I'll show you a little snippet of this part coming up. This actually has 4 OSDs that you can type on the screen, as you saw. It also has a smart illumination and all this different configuration that you can change. I keep it as is. Actually has a defogger on it, a built-in heater that defogs the camera. Pretty sick. So over here in VCA, you can see the WISE-IP camera can do the top 3, but the alarm camera can do it all. People counting, face detection, leave area, all of it. WISE-IP can do cross-line intrusion and enter area detection. And there I am, doubled up. I'm bringing single. And like I said, we're gonna bring you a much more in-depth video with better settings. That way you can actually see the screen and see how awesome the cameras are. But for now, this is a quick installation. Thank you.